Hello everybody and welcome to XFL News Hub here on YouTube. My name is Zach. So DC took on the New York Guardians at Audi Field in the first Saturday game of Week 2, and Cardale Jones picked up right where he left off. Just read you some stats here. 23 of 37, 276 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. And he also got it done with his legs too on this 4th and 2 play. And then a few plays later, he's going to end up finding Tompkins in the back of the end zone for 6. Tompkins with a big day, 6 receptions, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Let's go over to the New York Guardians, and I pick this play as a play that represents this whole entire game for them. Play, all right, ends up going off to Darius Victor. Looks like he's going to get the first down. Oh, ball gets scooped out. Raheem Moore, and he's just going to run back with this. DC's defense was phenomenal in this game. Matt McGloin, to put it pleasantly, or to put it in layman's terms, was not. 8 of 19, 44 yards, and 2 interceptions with a QBR of 10.1. And I thought Aaron Murray was bad. This was just atrocious. I can't really, I'm going to sound like a broken record for this whole entire recap for this game. But Matt McGloin, you didn't look good, fam. I don't know what's wrong, but you gotta fix it. And you can't have a meltdown on the sideline interviews either. Let's go back to DC. The first double forward pass in league history here. Yeah, it was a shovel pass. It technically counts as a double forward pass. It's off to Tompkins. Once again, big gain. And then Cardale Jones. I don't really know what to say about him besides the fact that he looks spectacular and that he looks like a bright spot for this league. Let's go to Tampa versus Seattle. And, oh, look at that. Tampa has a new quarterback. Let's see.
This time. Off the play fake all kinds of time. Throws. Hit as he throws, and that causes the interception.
My heart goes out to all of you Tampa Bay football fans. It doesn't matter if you watch the Buccaneers or the Vipers. You're always going to be watching a terrible quarterback play. I can't relate, though, because I'm a Roughnecks fan, and P.J. Walker is just amazing. Go Roughnecks. Now, this game was a defensive battle. I thought I'd never say that whenever I was talking about an XFL game, but I was pleasantly surprised. Seattle and Tampa Bay's defense looked amazing in this game, actually. Only one offensive touchdown scored, right? If I remember correctly. This was the only Tampa Bay Vipers touchdown of the game. McFadden picks it off, puts the moves on him, and he takes this one to the house. That's a touchdown, Tampa Bay Vipers. I can't believe I am actually saying that out loud. It feels like a dream. Tampa Bay has a 9-0 lead. It's unbelievable. They could win the game.
Got a man wide open, Keenan Reynolds, and that's the way to answer. All the way to the house.
No, they can't. No, they can't. Well, they got a 9-6. No. Okay. All right. Good job, Quentin Flowers. Well, maybe y'all could get the field goal.
The former Miami Dolphin kicker, high snap, bobble. Nowhere to...
Despite their offensive play, they had one last chance.
Cornelius. Towards the end zone. Intercepted. Game over.
Tampa, it's going to be a long season. Now let's move on to Sunday's games. The first one we'll look at is the LA Wildcats versus the Dallas Renegades. Josh Johnson, Landry Jones, both getting their respective starts in the XFL. And it was a pretty exciting game to watch in the second half. First half, pretty sloppy, not going to lie, as you can see here, a fumble there. I don't know why they called this play dead. It shouldn't have been called dead. Dallas could have gotten a touchdown out of it. Landry Jones looked a little bit rusty. Granted, he hasn't really played in over 700 days, but it's a stat line you can look at and say, all right, well, it can improve. Pretty decent, though. 28 of 40, 70% completions percentage, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Not the best, but, it ended up getting the job done for Dallas. Josh Johnson, impressive as well. 18 of 34, 196 yards, and 2 touchdowns for him. Both respectable numbers that they can build on. LA's defense looked pretty decent with the Winston Moss calling the plays. Pepper Johnson is out. Anthony Johnson is gone as well. So maybe they're just trying to carve a new identity, but their defense looked pretty good through the first 2 quarters. But then Landry Jones decided to open up the playbook, finds a man deep, and that was Crockett. Oh my goodness, but Josh Johnson threads this one into the middle of the end zone. Nelson Spruce, and this one just ended up turning into a touchdown frenzy. Here you see Cameron Artis-Payne. This man can move. 14 rushing attempts, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns for him on the day. 5 receptions as well for 32 yards. Landry Jones, here's his only touchdown pass of the day to Parham. Parham had a decent game, 5 receptions, 76 yards, and a touchdown. But LA had an answer for that. As you see, Josh Johnson flicks this one deep down the field. Nelson Spruce, that's his 2nd touchdown of the game. 6 receptions, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. Looking like one of the best in the XFL as far as wide receivers. But Cameron Artis-Payne ices this game in the last minute. He says, "Get off me." Dallas comes out with a win. Let's go to Houston. We saw the Houston Roughnecks and the St. Louis Battlehawks take on each other here in this Sunday night game. And you can see here, this game started out pretty strong, I'm not going to lie. Te'amu, nice screen pass here on 3rd and 15. Matt Jones does the rest, punches this one into the end zone. That's a touchdown. St. Louis, Matt Jones with his 2nd touchdown of his XFL career. Exciting moment for him. But P.J. Walker and the Houston Roughnecks came back to answer this one. Nick Hawley, they call him Hollywood for a reason. A few plays later, P.J. Walker scrambles around, sidearms this one to Cam Phillips. Beautiful touchdown pass. More on that duo later. They had a field day with the St. Louis Battlehawks defense. I always want to say Seattle whenever I'm talking about the Battlehawks. Let me know if y'all make that mistake too. But number 25 here, that was Brownie. Picked off Te'amu. Te'amu had a great game, I will say. 81% completion percentage on 37 attempts. You love to see it. 284 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 2 back-breaking interceptions. P.J. Walker, this man got it done through the air and on the ground. Looking like Deshaun Watson. I guess it's a Houston thing. And then he's going to roll out to his right, fire this ball to Cam Phillips. That's a touchdown. Cam Phillips got bunnies. That's his 2nd touchdown of the day. But then in the 3rd quarter, something changed. And the St. Louis Battlehawks, they ended up coming back, and they were clawing their way back into this game. And the Houston crowd, they were, it was getting kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. And then here's Te'amu, ends up rushing this one in, and it gets them within 3. Houston ended up stopping them on the 2-point conversion, or the 1-point conversion. But then here's this amazing ball in the 4th quarter from P.J. Walker to Cam Phillips. P.J. Walker finished it with 3 touchdowns, 170 yards. And that was Cam Phillips' 3rd touchdown of the game. That's a hat trick. St. Louis tried to get back into the game late. They score one in garbage time, but it is not enough as the Houston Roughnecks pull one out. They are the 2nd undefeated team in the XFL behind the DC Defenders. Very excited to see. That'll do it for me, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.